me Pat Larkin's Community Center. The significance of coming here is to bring to light the corruption of the city officials in this case, specifically Pat Larkin. Pat Larkin approached me at a City of Pompano Beach Community Redevelopment Agency meeting right before they eminent domained us to discuss the selling of our building. I told him that we spent 2 years searching for a special use building that could house our entertainment complex and that there are not any other buildings in South Florida that would work for us. I said we needed a building close to I-95 to cater to the Tri-County area, a building with tons of parking to park celebrity tour buses, an on-site manager's house to be open all hours of the day since our celebrity clientele come when they are available, much of the time late at night after concerts, and that we needed a big building with lots of rooms to house the clothing showrooms and big rooms and gardens for video, movie, television shoots, as well as magazine, newspaper, and record label photo shoots. We also needed privacy, as many of the people who used our facility were celebrities and need a private entertainment complex. I specifically told him that we had $2.5 million invested in the building and $1.5 million invested in the business occupying the building, and he said no problem. He wanted the building, he was going to get the building, and that we would not suffer any financial hardship whatsoever. He told me that the city had $7 million left to purchase the remaining 2 properties on the street, and that we would be fully reimbursed. We found out later that they purchased one of the properties for around $75,000, so that left plenty of money to reimburse us fully for the money we spent and now have lost to the corrupt Pompano Beach Community Redevelopment Center in Pompano Beach. Many of the commissioners on the council at the time have ethics violations. I will also point out that the mayor, Lamar Fisher, who was on the commission all the time that we were being lied to, is also extremely questionable. And here is the newspaper article where he is at our building, which talks about his illegal dealings selling the city equipment from his company, which is totally illegal. He settled to keep things quiet, but it is another example of how corrupt the city commission really is. This is a picture of Pompano Beach Mayor Lamar Fisher, who is also a member of the Pompano Beach Community Redevelopment Association Commission that illegally and unethically sued us for eminent domain and stole our property. And this is an article in the Fort Lauderdale Sun-Sentinel published on July 16, 2007, discussing his ethics violations, and I just bring this to your attention to show you that he has a history of ethics violations. Another really big example of the corruptness in Pompano Beach is the fact that the Pompano Beach Community Redevelopment Agency was not properly created, and that they do not have the authority to condemn or seize property through eminent domain. They did not have any legal right to take our property in the first place. This ruling was made by Broward Circuit Judge John T. Luzo and was upheld during appeal in the District Court of Appeals, so a double whammy for the city. Yet, they still were able to eminent domain our property, even though they legally do not have the authority or power. This is an article in the Broward Times stating that the Pompano Beach Community Redevelopment Association does not have the power of eminent domain because they were formed improperly, and this decision was upheld in appeals court when the city of Pompano Beach tried to appeal it, so they do not have the power of eminent domain. How corrupt is that? There is no greater obstruction of justice. They get to do whatever they want, and the courts do nothing to stop them, even though their eminent domain power does not legally exist. The fact that they still get away with it obviously makes us think that there is collusion that goes way past just a crooked city, especially since Ms. Bernstein's mom was a circuit court judge, and the courts have not stopped the city from proceeding illegally, and the courts will not hear our case and just lets the corruption proceed. Even our latest lawyers, Schutz and Bowen, told us that they should have filed for a change of venue, as we cannot get a fair trial in Broward County, and that Mitch Bernstein has all the judges in their back pocket. I'll be talking more about them in the near future.